Multi-stage depth. Right, I have finally found the shader that does the fire, which I was trying to find about half an hour ago. Apparently it's called multi-stage depth. Multi-stage depth. Here we go. Are you ready for this shader? I will quickly show you how I cropped my character. It's this box underneath the magic wand. On the left, I'm using the workspace for essentials default. So the toolbar's over here, and it's this box right here, crop tool. And then you can change the ratio. I've got 1:1 square. You can do 4:5, which if you use Instagram, the portrait posts are 4:5 ratio, which is interesting information. 16:9 is like your standard monitor size. And then if you do original ratio, you can change it will lock to that ratio. And if you do just ratio, WH resolution, you can manually adjust it. It doesn't lock. And then you just press enter and it would crop. Like so. So back to this magical shader I just found that someone reminded me. I'm just gonna black mage up. Actually, if someone has a dummy I can hit, that'd be great. Okay, it's just gonna be easier to find a mob. Aha. I have found you. Right, I'm just gonna cast a fire. Right. Really? Right. G-pose. So you see she's making fire and stuff? We're gonna make that, we're gonna take it, and we're gonna go somewhere more with it. So you see on my screen I've got these fire flicks. So this shader is called MultiStageDepth. And down here I've got fire 1. And this is the texture file, so there are a bunch of textures already downloaded. I can change fire 2. For some reason, there we go. Because it is a stage filter, it's you can see it's kind of cut off at the bottom because of the depth. You need to adjust the depth to fill your screen. So we got some really cool fire going on there. You could add some more lighting. So for some reason the fire doesn't reflect on your character. Like, it makes an overall glow, but it doesn't reflect on your character, which is a really good thing that lighting comes in. So I do a type 1, put it there, or actually I'll do a type 2, and then I'm going to change the color to like red, a little bit of green to make it orangey. And you can see, I do it as well, make it stronger. So now she has like the fire on her face, the fire glow. I don't know why the game doesn't include that, but it's just something to make it more immersive, I suppose. And then I'm gonna do a ice one now. So if I just cast Blizzard. Okay, this one isn't making like the ice as much, but that's fine. So again, we could add lighting and make it blue. We could even use the deep freeze if we wanted. And then I've got on here, you can get snow. So now it's a blizzard, which I think doing this in order probably wasn't the greatest idea. In order it doesn't look right. If you went to Curthus or something, that'd be look great. And you can adjust the depth again. So I can have the snow in front of her or behind. You can change the opacity. So for this, because it is kind of graying her out, I'm gonna put it behind her. And talking about what we just talked about earlier with lines, this is a really good pose because we've got the diagonal line from the cane. We've got she's looking somewhere and her fingers are pointing somewhere. So this would be a really good pose to do with people if you were fighting someone and like they were also doing a similar pose where they were looking at this character with some kind of weapon. It would be quite a dynamic little shot. That's true. I could BMW'd 40 just made a good point that if I took a photo of the background or removed the background, I could put her somewhere manually, which is a good idea. I'm just gonna try that and see how it comes out. Yeah, the only problem with so some of the effects in the game are not models per se. They're like effects they add in the background after. So if you watch this green screen cut off and this ice, it gets cut off because it's not a model. Even the glow going around her is not a model. It's not three-dimensional. Even though it looks like it should be, but clearly it's not working very well. Hollywood magic, yep. So that was Snow 1, and then we got Snow 2 as well, which is softer. As well on here, we have Shatter, which is cool. There's also Light Rays. If you want to be a child of God for the day. Vignet. Metal. Ice again. Oh, look. The angle isn't quite right though. But yeah, this multi-stage depth has a lot of cool textures you can just add if you want to do a quick edit.